into game number 1 of this upper bracket finals.
Yep, they will be going into their respective buffs now, and it looks like we might see a focus on the EXP lane by RSG. Once again, we know why this works, right? When you have an EXP laner who's trailing behind, he is forced to clear the waves, meaning he will not be able to join in the neutral objectives as well. And RSG, famous for this very early game aggression, you can definitely expect that first rotation coming in very soon.
With the fast 2 that they are working on, the Valentina clears out. Actually, it's not even a fast 2 to a certain extent. It's still some form of a variation, I gotta have to say. But with Lucian Cutie that worked alongside with Diablo in the northern area, they didn't manage to clear the way fast enough, but now Diablo was gonna have to play possum and just hide within the brushes, as he would definitely not want to go head-to-head against Adamir, who is piloting a Terizla after all.
Double rupture on the side of Team Flash. You can see that they are very interested to fight as well, and they have the double movement. So agility as well as their Wilderness Blessing on the Faramis and Matilda. So they are expecting a lot of mobility within their ranks to try and break down this huge armor that RSG has around themselves.
Also very interesting that Diablo was using the Master Assassin as well. So looking to actually pick off someone, and I guess it helps him in the EXP lane. Now putting out some damage here onto Bray so far, but we're going to see the action come soon as the turtle is spawning in 5 seconds.
Well, for Diablo, top lane.
Adamir having to flicker out there from the aggression. Coming a little bit on Bray here, they want to clear this EXP top and get themselves some space and control in order to contest this. Lawsy not yet level 4, so he does not have that Circling Eagle to be able to help and contest this. Lucian Cutie, throw back here. Some zoning going on, flicker out, backs away. Bray needs to secure this one himself. A Praiser's Wrath will do the trick, so the first turtle goes the way of RSG.
Now, it's understandable that RSG have manages to catch that pretty darn easily. But, you know, one thing that surprises me is that Hades hasn't been overly aggressive. He has been farming around, of course, level 5, and is not particularly looking out for those neutral objectives. Now, if he is able and capable of getting all of these early game kills, I think that would be absolutely amazing, right? Just get yourself down to the southern side, just deal with the Irithel as much as possible. Because with a chill pick in the top side, yes, you may already lose to a Terizla, but at least you might not be that big of a Fanny would not be that big of a threat, because you do have your own form of lockdown, which is something that I would absolutely want to see from the EXP lane of RSG.
Yeah, man, it's even more difficult right now for Team Flash because RSG got that first turtle. So you can see, even before the turtle, there were already EXP leads across the map on all the different lanes for RSG. You know, Terizla, this Adamir was actually behind Diablo already, and this game is only going to start getting even more tougher for Flash because right now RSG is slowly but surely building upon that goal lead.
Now, with I'm just kind of like trying to break down on RSG's lineup as much as I can, and the main thing that I'm looking out for is that I feel as though the Cho pick coming from RSG is not necessarily just used to utilize for the entire team. It's a nice little bonus to have that kind of lockdown, but it's more. Hold on a second.
Oh, the engage here, throw up onto Adamir. He falls as the first blood. We don't want to see that, and now they're contesting the buff here. Hades having to cable away from that. Did Bray actually get that?
I'm not sure. Both of them have the purple buff at this point still active, so we have to see who's the first one to have the cooldown.
Well, I'm not too sure about that either. Once we have the camera actually shifted over to Hades, maybe we'll be able to get a better idea. But now, for now, the top side, Taylor.
Circling Eagle onto him, but he pops the Netherrealm, stolen Netherrealm for himself to save himself. So bottom side, turtle is up, so they're gonna go for a second contest here. Adamir already at the objective, but it's leashed over to RSG side. Lawsy zoning them out. It's only Oki and Lucian Cutie for the moment. It doesn't look like Bray's in the vicinity, so it's gonna go for free here to Hades.
This is a very classic Team Flash kind of gameplay, right? Where they actually just group up very early into the game. It doesn't really matter if it's the second turtle or whatnot, but for now, Vanix finds himself in a bad spot with a quick little flicker.
Oh, the guiding wing brings him back for Barrage though. He goes down, and now the silence onto Lawsy here. Has to back away. Lucian Cutie jumps in. Jay Sailor is chasing him down. Lawsy taking the damage, but RSG chooses to back away for now.
That's a tough situation for Team Flash, right? Because the timing of it was actually all in favor of RSG. they didn't start a fight when Sailor had the IMU burnt out, and with that premature Nether Realm, it would have been a good time for Flash to really just overcommit and lay down some damage on RSG. But they waited a little bit too long. The entirety of RSG had their ultimates up, they had whatever they need as well for the resources and the kits, and Flash got punished once again.
Oh, Ray, knock up here onto Lawsy, uses the guiding wind, but Ray lands the killing blow. It's going to be another one clocked up 0-3 now in favor of RSG.
There's quite a lot of lockdowns from the side of RSG. We're gonna have to admit that. Oh!
This is what we want to see, right? Hades getting then kills in on his own and being able to start snowballing in the early game. So with that turtle buff now, able to do just that. Bray looking for him in the brushes. Adamir finds him though. The taunt is there. Adamir flickers out with the penalty zone. Hades taking damage from Oki. Bray is still in a backline, just disrupting them. And it's going to be RSG creating so much space here. Lawsy with the circling eagle as well. They're just, forcing Flash out of this space.
Yep, they do have a lot of good ways to zone Team Flash out. But what is the main reason behind that proxy? It doesn't seem as though RSG have got much of a ulterior purpose, but at least the middle lane is slightly pushed up. The only saving grace is the fact that they do have a Fanny that is capable of clearing waves pretty darn fast.
Yep, actually one of the things that they achieved very well was the fact that they slowed down Vanix's farm, because Vanix had to stay in lane. He couldn't just get out into the lanes to farm, and in the meantime, Oki was having the time of his life getting the gold as well. So all these micro plays are things that help RSG maintain this gold lead and get this very, very strong EXP lead. But what's surprising is actually, even though they have so much pressure, Hades was actually leading Bray in terms of EXP.
We've got a Fanny that actually have Flame Retribution on top of that as well, in case you guys didn't really quite realize that. We've got Bray and Diablo that essentially gonna be on top of their form throughout this entire game from this point onwards, right? Trying to get themselves more of a river domination. They would want to open up the maps as much as possible in order for them to keep up with the pressure. They need to find kills for Hades. They need to make sure that Hades can go in for assassinations in a very clean and clear manner.
Bray finds Lawsy in the brushes, goes right in here, circling eagle, popped. Lawsy will back away. RSG finding an opening, but not just yet. Flash will be able to, well, they don't drop on any bodies for now, but you can just see how much control RSG have over the map, and with this, they're going to be able to take the top tier 1 turret along with that.
Yeah, this 30 seconds of Vanix being unable to farm, and in the meantime, take a look at that. Gold buff onto Oki. He has taken a couple of waves as well. They have taken a turret. So once again, they extend this lead. 2,600 gold ahead, and another catch.
Oh, the knockup onto Adamir here, and again he falls. It's gonna be his, I think, second death now, and it's not looking good for him.
Yep.
Oh, hold on.
Diablo with the flicker, the kick, it's gonna come through. The Nether Realm being popped here. Vanix is the casualty, and RSG clocks another one to their name. Is really extending the lead that they have. The throwback, Lucian Cutie finding Lawsy again here. They're going to be able to defend this for now, but Bray, a huge contest here on this purple buff from Hades.
They need to fight this. Oh, he actually get it back.
Yeah, he gets it back, and now RSG, they have to back out. Bray, creating some space, going into it. Bray just barely misses, and one more, just a sliver of health, gonna heal that back up, so they're A-okay for now. RSG. Oh, now on top, Oki's gonna get the second tier 2 turret as well.
We're gonna have to consider the fact that we have a lot of these turrets that has already been taken down. The top lane and the bottom lane inhibitor, the top lane and the bottom lane outer turrets have already been knocked down, and Team Flash, they really have to bolster the defenses in the middle lane and make sure that they work up to that macro. Diablo as well as Oki, they're trying to find a lot more of these advances in the top and the bottom side, but hold on as we speak about Diablo.
Just finding the cutthroat coming through from Hades, but in the meantime, RSG actually up top on the Lord, and they've already chunked it down. Knockout penalty zone from Adamir comes to Hades! Steals the Lord away from RSG, and now RSG trying to fight back here. It's gonna be the full barrage. Flicker out by Sailor. Bray goes down, and it's gonna be 3 members dead on the side of RSG.
It's not done yet.
Hades again, just where it counts, gets that kill onto Oki. My goodness, that really turned the tides here for Flash.
That's a big dub for Team Flash because not only did they get the kills, they are all funneled towards Vanix. Vanix has 2-1 at this point. He's totally recovered in terms of gold, and they've cut the gold lead not just by a lot, they've taken the gold lead on the side of Team Flash, and they have rewarded themselves with number 1, the Lord, and take a look at mid lane. It's clear, tier 3 open for the taking.
I'm gonna have to say that Hades really have a very good understanding as to how he would want to fight for the Lord. Yes, there was another realm to make sure that he will always be safe. That is going to be the insurance policy. In the meantime, and just going to be just standing at 1+1, literally almost seeing as though he's T-posing against the enemies. He's not doing anything, no skill, no anything, just standing right there within of the nether realm, and then pop goes the retribution.
Do we have any modeling agencies here? You know,
I
we
really
can recommend
hope.
Jay.
Really do hope that will happen, huh?
Well, you never know, right? If they watch this game and they find, hey, you know, might as well pick up Jay for modeling.
presence,
Flash gets
check.
a top tier turret here, so they're slowly, you know, getting back that lead that they have, the gap that they've created between themselves and RSG here. Now, what's RSG looking to do to be able to place himself back safely on this map?
I think everything falls on Sailor at this point. He has not died a single time in this game. He already has a lightning trenching as well. So he already has his scaling in order. Right now, as long as Sailor gets his positioning correct with the Shadow Strike and Arcane Shade combination, he gets it terrified on 2 or 3 people within the team fight itself. It's game over for Team Flash for that fight at least.
Personally, I feel that there would be a lot more that RSG could do for themselves. Now, the main question is if whether they have an answer for the Ixia. Because from the previous fight, we have already seen it, is the fact that Vanix, he's pretty much going to be staying in the backlines all the time. If Diablo is just going to run right into him and just beeline himself right down to Vanix, I think that was probably going to be one of the only answer. But the only there is another question. And that is, do they have enough damage output to actually bring Vanix down? Because Longzy could be a great defense mechanism for him. Jay can also pop the Nether Realm. There's actually a lot of insurance for Vanix in the very event that he gets caught.
Yep, and it's quite difficult because Sailor actually has a very difficult choice, of which we have seen. Now he's going to steal the penalty zone, but they can always mitigate that risk with the Nether Realm coming out from Jay as well.
Depends on what they want to play, right? Do you want to be aggressive or appeal for the backline, or do you need that second chance, that sustain that comes with the Nether Realm as well? Now, so many questions like you mentioned, Abstract, but do they have the answers here? At least in some of the items, you know, Oki has the Wind of Nature, maybe can prevent that full barrage.
So at least when it comes down to the defensive mechanism, Oki has got it, right? And of course, damages-wise, with the Heart's Claws as well as Berserker's Fury, maybe we just need one more item for the side of Irithel to really make full use of the pickoff that Diablo is capable of giving.
The thing is though, yes, even though he can prevent that full barrage, then you have Hades, who can come in as the cleanup crew as well. So he always has to kind of fear for his life a little there.
Bot lane is kind of being pushed in though.
They are setting up for the Lord. I think RSG has that advantage in terms of the minions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Team Flash will be able to respect that. They do have a very good idea how they would want to macro around the game, but hey, let's not forget, we have Bray. Okay, at least he did manage to bring the Lord down. I was hoping to see kind of like a Grand Theft Auto once again over the Lord's pit.
With Hades, you just never know, right? I mean,
You never
we saw
know.
his steal yesterday as well. Just waltzed in, literally, pulled the retreat, and then walked out again. So right now, a split pushing, but the Lord is in the hands of RSG.
Yep. I mean, Hades, we know him as the boss man, but right now the boss man has a lot of problems with the business because RSG have the Lord marching down on the top lane as well. And you can see the way that RSG are poising themselves, they are ready for that catch. It all falls on Lucian here. If he gets one good Earth Shatter on 2 or 3, it will be the marker for RSG to start going in.
Didn't quite get it just yet, but they've destroyed the turret, so RSG just wants to press on with the structures at this moment. Now, Sailor does have that penalty zone, so they could engage if they wanted to. Hades goes in, gets knocked up here, the Lord comes crashing, takes out half the turret's HP, and it's going to be RSG just posturing themselves for a defense, Flash posturing themselves for a defense here. Lord goes down.
We're gonna have to remember that Oki is playing as an Irithel after all. And he does have the Wind of Nature to actually just make sure that he don't die to Hades that much. But the main thing is I think that Hades would be a very good deterrent to make sure that Vanix himself doesn't get his damage doesn't get nullified from the Wind of Nature itself. So popping that up and forcing Oki to pop that up is going to be very important for them.
Lucian comes in for the flank, knock up onto Adamir. Full barrage is unleashed. Adamir goes in with a penalty zone. Lucian Cutie gets one, and it's going to be Bray running for his life. Jay chasing him down, and they get two members of RSG here. They are on the run. Oki, he's in the mid-river, but Flash wants to chase him down. Jay and Lalzi go onto Sayla. They have to back out of this. Flash managing to get two members of RSG.
Yeah, but they need more. They need this tier 3. They need to make it worth it because right now, if it resets, it's still RSG's favor.
Hades. Oh, the cut drone almost takes Oki down, but the knock up onto Diablo, he melts down to Hades. The base turret in the middle gets destroyed in Flash. They want the win. They have it in their sights. Netherrealm is popped. Full barrage to clear out the creeps, but they can't do it just yet. They have to back out, and RSG live to see another day.
Yep, they exhausted everything. So I think it's the best idea for Team Flash to back out. They have it's a back and forth. They get back the goal lead, but they take one tier 3.
Yeah, so far throughout the entire fight, right, RSG doesn't seem like they would wanted to go full committal on that fight. It just so happens that they got completely surprised by the fact that, hey, Team Flash actually have got a decent amount of damage.
I mean, I feel like they're both doctor teams. They're running a clinic, right? One mistake, oh, you have your tier 3 cleared. That's one lane of Mega Creeps for us.
It's like surgical, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The precision of surgical to be able to spot and capitalize all that and turn the tides. Now, Oki on the top side here, they're trying to clear out the space, and both of them, they want to contest for this Lord this time.
Well, Sayla does have that stolen penalty zone, and I haven't seen Sayla use it yet. So this could be a huge turnaround if Sayla lands a perfect penalty zone on the side of Team Flash.
Last time you said that Lucian Cutie didn't land anything, so don't jinx it yet.
I do really want to know how and whom is he going to be landing that on. I mean, that would probably be his entry onto the Ixia. Maybe they will have two-person just running it down onto Ixia, and that would be a way that RG settles the problem about damage. Because Vanix, literally, Team Flash will put all of their... hold a second.
Penalty zone goes in the backline. Bray gets the retry on the Lord, and now Adamir goes down. It's going to be Flash having to back away from this. Oki chasing down Hades. Will he get away? Yes, but Diablo catches Lalzi here, using the Cyclone Ride to chase him down. Oki wants blood. He smells it, but the Guiding Wind gets him out for now. Huge win there for RSG. The Lord in their hands, together with two members.
Yep, they might even get more because they actually got the Lord as well. I think Hades has been arriving a little too late, but that's all thanks to the RSG wave management, right? Every single time you can see Diablo split pushing on the bot lane as well, getting those creeps always right at the face of the tier 3 towers right before the Lord take. And Hades has no choice because he's the fastest guy in the team to try and clear the wave and get that steal as well.
I completely forgot, or rather, to really identify the items of Diablo. He is playing as a assassin Cho, so he went full out damage, which would explain how Vanix actually just got melted down almost instantaneously. But for now, the Lord moves up to the top lane, and of course, the full barrage is initiated and committed. But RSG, they're not really in so much of trouble just yet.
Yep, knock up onto Sayla. Vanix gets Sayla actually already. So they managed to defend it. Hades! The 1v1 against Diablo, he wins that. So RSG, they do still strip all the base turrets off of Team Flash for now, but it's not enough just yet to close the game.
Yep, it's still a win for RSG because once it resets, it's still RSG in advantage. Now they have gotten close to a 3,000 goal lead on themselves in their pockets as well. We are hitting late game timings itemizations as well. Here comes the chase.
Lalzi brings Adamir with him, chasing onto Bray. The rest of the members from Team Flash is coming, and the taunt onto Hades. They want blood. Penalty zone by Adamir here. Praises wrath. Full barrage landed onto RSG. And here's the Netherrealm to make sure they sustain that fight. Hades slays Bray as well. So 2 members of RSG in their pocket, but they have to back out. Sailor with the flicker in, tries to catch Vanix. He might not be able to. The Winter Truncheon will save him for now. And now RSG, they're back. They might just try to re-engage here. They managed to back out. Team Flash is safe at the moment.
Very calculated risk coming from Sailor. He knew that he gonna have to go in, and if he's able to turn things around, it will be absolutely perfect. He also knew that he has got a Winter Truncheon in order to buy even more time for the rest of the members for RSG to just run right in.
King onto Diablo, 1v1, pops the immortality, Hades goes down, and Diablo gets 1 kill. This is great and very untimely for Team Flash because the Lord is coming up in 15 seconds as well.
Yep, that was a beautiful catch, and he burned out his immortality as well. So there's not a lot of survivability on Hades for the next few seconds. And RSG definitely going to take advantage of this because right now the waves are going to be pushing in and the Lord is up. Hades, he has to try and come back within 30 seconds. I mean, it's not something that's within his control. So Team Flash has to figure something out. How do they reset the Lord without giving away a kill? Because RSG, they already have the numbers advantage. And this is not going to work out for them on the side of Team Flash if they just leave it as such.
And let's not forget that Team Flash doesn't have anyone that can realistically hold the Lord at all. As such, even RSG would know we gotta have to gun this one down. We gotta have to bring down the Lord as fast as possible. There's no point in trying to dance around. Bring the Lord down and have the Lord spawn in 2143.
Yep. RSG also hitting very much their final form here. Sailor with the Holy Crystal and Bray with the Guardian Helmet. They are at the peak of their powers at this point. So RSG, they are feeling confident and I'm sure they're ready to take a fight with Flash.
I mean, with the Lord coming down soon, they're definitely ready, right? This is the push that they want to make all the way to the base. Question is whether Flash can defend against this.
Flash has to try and figure out something like a pick-off on anyone actually. A numbers advantage will help them, but it's not going to guarantee the win in the team fight.
We've got Hades that is already going to be back up. At least that he might be able to go for a couple of assassination attempts, but that's going to be a bit scary because down at the bottom lane, take a look at that.
And that's what he tried to do. He tried to go for Sailor, but Diablo catches him there and Hades goes down. They are at a numbers disadvantage. The defenders, Adamir gets taunted, tries to stop the Lord here, but is it enough? Lucian Cutie in the backline, the kick from Diablo. They ended RSG, taking game number 1 from Team Flash.
This is the RSG